Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought we would do a bit of a news roundup when it comes to Enlisted, since there has been a lot of little pieces of updates to the game, and also some things which are ongoing. One of the things to note is the fact that the last round of Twitch drops is going to be happening this weekend. It's going from the 14th of October to the 17th of October. You can get yourself a Japanese soldier and also a bunch of other stuff as well, such as silver orders and also some other things. So that's going to be going this weekend from the 14th of October at 1300 UTC until the 17th. We're going to be doing a 24-hour cycle once again between me, Dog, and Freeman. I'll leave links in the description to all three of our channels if you want to come along. So the first update was from the 10th, and there's been a ton of little updates this week, so we're going to go through most of them. The first one had a look at a few bug fixes. They have improved the hit registration of the Japanese lunge mine, the NI-05, while having high ping. The mines I'm still getting used to playing against. It doesn't seem like there's any counter to them, so you just kind of have to sacrifice a soldier and hope for the best. The next one is they fixed a bug that caused premium flame trooper squads in the Battle of Tunisia campaign to lack the defense against fire. This is a skill in all flame trooper class soldiers that allows them to stand on a burning surface longer and not catch fire. They also corrected some errors of displaying battle zones in missions on Verbig Station in the Battle of Berlin, and also Gavutu South in the Pacific War campaign. One of the things to know about the flamethrower stuff is flamethrower is actually pretty decent now. If you can get a spawn beacon down and you can kind of run in with a second squad of flamethrowers. So basically, you know, first squad engineers get a spawn beacon down, second squad flamethrower guys, especially the later tier ones. You can clear out a zone super quickly, and since they buffed light flamethrowers 3 or 4 times, they're actually pretty good right now. As well, the later tier ones are. The earlier ones are still a little bit of a struggle, but these premium squads and also like flamethrower 2s, they're pretty nice. They also did a Making Enlisted a Better Place. This was on the 12th of October, and what they've done is they've improved vehicles in slightly different ways. So the first one is now, if you are flying around in a vehicle, your AI-controlled squad members can actually shoot out of the vehicle. I actually had this experience on the Pacific where somebody was running around on a boat in the middle of the water, and they were using their squad in it as kind of like a suppressing fire, which was kind of funny to see. But it was super interesting to look at. And yeah, so now the AI will actually shoot if they're in vehicles, which is pretty cool. They also changed the way that vehicles interact with the world, meaning that they're way more survivable. So the engine durability has been improved, and even in the case of critical damage, the engine won't jam, but it will catch fire, allowing you time to get to actual shelter. They've also added wheels to the damage model. Their destruction and damage will worsen the dynamic characteristics of the vehicle and its maneuverability. So they've improved the DMs of the vehicle and also made it so you can take more damage before it's completely finished. I think this is good because vehicles kind of feel like a one-use thing, a way to be able to get to a point quickly or to be able to get a spawn beacon off, but then after that they're kind of not really doing anything. So I think this is pretty nice to see. Also, because of the DDoS stuff, they actually have a little bit of an update. So it says on the 24th of September, we faced prolonged DDoS attacks on our servers. You may have noticed its consequences in the form of lagging battles, lack of ability to enter the game or connect to the battle, and no access to game servers. It's impossible to be completely protected from attacks of this kind. All servers and projects are vulnerable to them. The only difference is the effectiveness of deterring them by expanding the channel bandwidth, and we have significantly increased it for Enlisted. During the DDoS counteraction period, we have moved the game service to data centers with wider bandwidth and distributed the load. This process has a downside, a noticeable increase in the cost of supporting such servers, the number and bandwidth of which is excessive in peacetime, but must be paid for. Since the start of the attacks and every day thereafter, Enlisted servers have cost us 3 times more than usual. but we have not hesitated to take this step in order to return you to a more comfortable game, and we will do it again if necessary. The final result, we're staying in those expensive data centers and keeping much wider channels in reserve, to which, if necessary, we can switch more quickly than we did during the past attacks. For sure, we want to thank you very much for your support and understanding, and from now on, when the game has been stable for a long time, we want to show our appreciation to the players. So they will extend premium account, plus 1 day added to the time of premium accounts active at the time of the attacks, from the 24th of September to the 29th, and then plus one day for each day that a player with an active premium account logged into Enlisted between September 24th and 29th. And if a premium account has expired since the time of the attacks, the bonus will be issued and activated anyway. Also, a booster of 100% for 3 battles. This will be received by all players who logged into Enlisted at least 1 day during the 24th and 29th of September, and issued upon logging into the game before 26th of October. So there you go. They're basically just saying, look, it's costing us more to do this stuff now, but also they've shored up their infrastructure, which is nice. Hopefully it won't have huge ramifications when it comes to the cost of things. Hopefully they are making enough money to keep everything rolling, and also at the same time people get a little bit of bonus just as a thank you. So I think overall this is really nice. Obviously it's incredibly positive from the player point of view, and also at the same time it shows the commitment of the company Darkflow and also Gaijin to the player base, and I don't think people could have asked for more than this, really. Hopefully this, as I said, doesn't have long-term effects. Hopefully this is fixed, but obviously you never know with these kind of things. They also did another update today where they fixed a few things. So the correct GRB39 gunshot sound has been returned. I'm guessing it just kind of disappeared for a little bit. They've changed the geometry and fixed battle zone errors in missions Gavutu North, Gavutu South, and then the other 2 Gavutus, the Confrontation and Destruction in the Pacific War. So hopefully that's all good now. They've also fixed incorrect display of capture point border in Wilhelm Strauss Conquest mission in the Battle of Berlin campaign. I actually really like Conquest mode. I think it celebrates pretty fast-paced and also changeable gameplay. Hopefully more people enjoy it. It seems to be one of the lesser game modes that people like, but I think it's super fun. They also added a second group of attack team respawns for the 4th sector in the Ruins of Vaux North mission in the Invasion of Normandy campaign. I always think it's good to have more than one, just because if you have everybody just filtering from one point, it's very easy to set up. Defensive positions to stop that. They also fixed an incorrect respawn point in the Quarry South mission in the Battle of Moscow campaign, and fixed a bug that could cause ammo for small weapons to run out incorrectly and exceed the set value. So a ton of interesting changes. There was also a blog post about how replays work, so I'll leave that in the description of the video. But generally, we already covered it in the dev blog that we had a look at it. Nothing has really changed too much going forward from it. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and hope to see you when the Twitch drops roll around. I'd like to thank Forge, Siegebreak, Carrion Crow, Nicholas Richardson, Elove Goat, Pyman, Winter Scientist, Merciless Reaper, Orange Tail, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Moxie, B. Young, and also Sem Arslan, Wilkski, Uncle Bean, Derek R., Bareen, Lafouche, and Samuel Slick for supporting the channel.